Hey guys, Kev here, and I want to do my full review on the Okluma DC1 flashlight. So, I shouldn't necessarily say full review. I may do another video because I'm going to swap this driver out. I'm having some real troubles with this guy. So, this came from a fellow Facebook person on Facebook in a group that I'm in. I posted in the Okluma group, I posted a fellow Facebook person. I'm such a jackass. His name is Sablo. Let me get my phone here because his name is not something I just pronounce left and right. Where are you, buddy? Where are you? There it is. Savio, my bad. Ilagan. I'm so sorry, dude. But Savio, if you go to the Okluma group and you can just search Savio, I'm sure you'll find him. I just butchered the absolute piss out of that. I'm sorry, buddy. But great dude. He saw my ISO post in the buy-sell trade for Okluma for a titanium DC1. And he hit me up. He's like, hey, man, I'm selling mine because I'm after a grail. And I saw you wanted one. So here it is. And I said, hells to the yeah, brother. Thank you so much. Turns out he actually watches the channel. That happens a lot these days in these groups, which is really cool. I appreciate all you guys that watch the channel. And especially those of you that have cool flashlights and let me know about it when you're selling them. Just kidding. I appreciate you all. Thank you. So he sold me this light. I jumped on it immediately. It was a Thai DC1 for, I think it was $650 I paid, which I don't know what they were retail. I don't really care. I wanted it. And it has a Lux RC driver in it. You could tell aesthetically because it has the one, secondary there instead of 3 like a Dragon, and then it has an optical sensor and whatnot in there. So I was like, cool, bought it. Came with the Okluma clip. I just in the mail got the clips from Brat Guy, and I'm testing this one out on here. I really like it, actually. So I put this on, but it comes with the Okluma clip on it, and it has this knurling. It's a machine titanium, which is really nicely done, by the way. I feel like usually they're stonewashed, maybe, but this is really well done. It is pretty basic custom flashlight construction. You're going to have a McClicky switch held in by an O-ring. You're going to have the clips with the similar spacing. You're going to have the body, and then you're going to have your head with just sort of standard threads. You're going to have your driver that is set in there, and then you're going to have a Carclo optic, I believe. This is either I swapped it or it came with the 10507 narrow optic, not frosted or anything like that. Then you're going to have an O-ring and you're going to have glass. And that is your flashlight. Oh, and a battery. I don't think it came with one, but I have a whole bunch. So I happen to have this Vape Cell 1100 milliamp hour in here. I'll go ahead and just swap it out while I'm here. Charge that one. Grab something out of here. I got another purple one. Nice. All right. Pop that in. All right, so that's the flashlight. The head threading is good. It's titanium, and it's very smooth. For being titanium, I mean, it really is smooth. Jeff Sapp is the guy over at Okluma, and he does excellent work. Check out my DC0 videos. Yeah, phenomenal. And the warranty is amazing. I could probably send this in and have him just put it back to stock with whatever driver, but I did order a driver from Charles Wiggins. So if you guys know, I love CWF. He makes some amazing flashlights like the Micro Click, the Peanut, the Arcadian, right? And he actually sells drivers. So you can either buy the MCPCB, which is the board that has the LEDs in it. You can buy that with the secondaries, whatever color secondaries you want and emitters you want on it. And then you could buy the Dragon driver, and you could buy those separately, and then you could you know, replace what you have on yours. So I could replace the board on here and the driver on here, just use the existing pill in here, right? Or he even sells pills. So you could buy a pill that has, you could buy a pill and the parts and then put it together yourself and put it in here. And then you would have 2 drivers. You could save this one, right? Or he sells the full thing. So I found all this out. I did it all differently. So I have all these different parts and things and whatever. But anyway, I ended up ordering a full engine from him. So it was 150 bucks and it's on the way. And it'll have a Dragon driver. It'll have the pill and it'll have the MCPCB with 219C 5000K emitters with amber secondaries. I think I went with amber or red. I can't remember. And when I get that, my plan is just to take this head off, unscrew this whole thing, and then put that one in. And then this should have a Dragon driver in it. And we will be Targaryened up. So that is my plan currently, because as much as I love the Lux RC driver, I have it in my Boss, which I really like. Love the Boss, but it frustrates me to no end because I can't do certain pins. That just annoys me. Like, it has features I can't use right now because it doesn't work right. And I have confirmed with Overready, it's not working right. It's not me. So I got this one, and I want to be clear, this has nothing to do with Overready. This is a Lux RC driver, not an Overready driver. And I got it, and it was underpowered. So I would put it on high, and I'd be like, what is going on? It's just not, it's not cranking the way I expect, right? Like, I have the Boss. I have the Boss here with a similar driver, right? And I can get this thing cranking, right? Where this one, that's as bright as it goes. This is as bright as that will go. I think this one's on high. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. This is high over here, and this is high over here. It's just not even close, especially in the dark when you can see. And so I'm like, what's going on with this thing? So I looked into it. I found out a couple things. The driver in here, and this has really nothing to do with the flashlight, which that's the thing that we have to be able to separate in these videos is reviewing the DC1. This flashlight is incredible. I love it. The build quality, the feel in hand, the cigar grip, the switch feel, the machining, all of it, phenomenal. This is one of my favorite lights right out of the gate. I'm not the biggest fan of knurling, but Okluma just pulls it off. So, flashlight, 10 out of 10, right? Let's say it, 10 out of 10. But you can change out drivers and emitters and stuff. So that's the part I'm talking about now. So just hopefully you can separate that in your mind and not think I'm giving the Okluma a bad review. I'm giving the driver a bad review. And basically what I found out was, because you can get your serial number on a Lux RC driver. So you do the code. Let's see if I can do it. Might take a few. So it's 1, 2, pause, 1, 2, pause, 1, 2, pause, click. And it doesn't always work. 1, 2, pause, 1, 2, pause, 1, 2, pause, click. We're going to be here all day. There we go. No. Is that it? I think I just put the secondary on. Pretty sure. So wait a second. If I had it in programming mode, it would be blinking. Pretty sure I just put it in secondary. Right? Yeah. Yes. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, click. Nope. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, click. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, click. Maybe I'm clicking too late. 1, 2, pause. 1, 2, pause. 1, 2, pause. Click. 1, 2, pause. 1, 2, pause. 1, 2, pause. Click. No. 1, 2, pause. Pause. 1, 2, pause. God, that's frustrating. Oh shit, did I get it? No, I think I keep doing the wrong thing. See, I can get it like all the time and then all of a sudden 0. 1, 2, pause. 1, 2, pause. 1, 2, pause, click. 1, 2, pause. 1, 2, pause. 1, 2, pause, click. Maybe I'm not pausing long enough. 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Faster. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, pause. 1, 2, pause. 1, 2, pause. Click. Did I change the pin? 1, 1, 1, 2. Click. No. 1, 2, pause. 1, 2, pause. 1, 2, pause. Click. Now I'm like, I gotta get it, but I could sit here all day. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. 1, 2, pause. 1, 2, pause. 1, 2, pause. Got it. Jesus. What did I do different? Nothing. So anyway, you can't see it right now, but it's just a solid color. And it'll start blinking. See that? That's giving you your serial number. So it's, I think, 5 numbers. So just wait. There'll be a long pause after. So now, ready? Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 1. 1. Okay? 1. So that was, I think 6 numbers. So it was 1, 7, 3, 1, 1, 1. That's my serial number for this flashlight. So what I can do, not this flashlight, sorry, this driver. See, I did it myself there. I didn't separate the two things. So if you go to Lux RC's website, they're the ones who, that's the driver, not the flashlight. Again, go to programming. Sorry, you don't go to programming. You go to serials right here. And then you could type in your serial number. So I'll put in 173111 and hit check. I think it's just 1. Okay, there it is. So here, what do we find out? Well, we find out that it's from 2017, Q3. So this is a very old driver. All right, and then we find out it has Samsung. Nope, it has Cree XPL MDC 4250, so 4,250K emitters. And then it has a red secondary light. So that's what it tells you there, and there's more information here you can read. But anyway, point is, I found that out, and I was like, oh, so it's older. So what does that tell me about it? Well, Lux RC, on the older models like that, you can only have 4 output groups. So this flashlight from Boss has the same Lux RC driver in it. Of course, this one has an amber secondary, but you see how it has the 1 secondary there? This also has the MOF switch, but you could have a McClicky in here if you wanted to. But on this flashlight, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 modes, and then back to amber. And I can have up to 8 on this flashlight. On this one, I can only have 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's it. No matter what you do, you can only have 4 outputs on this. On this flashlight, I can set up different pages, which are like different, you could call them different groups, and then you can switch between those. So basically you could have, I could have one group set up for outdoor adventures and one set up for indoor stuff. One set up for when I'm, I don't know, I just want 100% power all the time. That's it. I don't want to have to switch anything. Then I could have one set up for X, right? You can have 4 different pages, they call them. And then you switch between the pages, and then you get that group to work. This, you can't do that. You can only have the 1 page, and you only get 4 outputs. That's it. But it does have the cool programming where you can program it on your phone or your computer. You just go here, show you. You just go here, you put in what you want, and you hit program, and then you hold it up to the phone, and it'll program it. I showed that in a video. If I can get it to work again, I could show you, but I really suck at this right now. Try it one more time. 1, 2, pause. 1, 2, pause. 1, 2, pause. Click. No. 1, 2, pause. 1, 2, pause. 1, 2, pause. Huh. It was that last pause. I wasn't waiting long enough. So basically, you can set this to whatever you want, right? Right now, I have it red moonlight, 0.6%, 7%, and then afterburner, which is 100%, which it then tones down. But this thing can only go up to 55% anyway. And that's because you can add 2 in series here where you have, it shows it like 2 batteries, and then you can go up higher. And I believe this one can actually go a little bit higher. I'm not sure how that works. But anyway, you can get 8 groups with this one. You can only get 4 with this one. So I have no memory, all that, right? I'm just changing this one from afterburner to 55. I just want to show you how it works. So then you want to turn on your brightness all the way up, hit save and continue or whatever. Then you hit program, and then you want to zoom this up and put your light on top. And that light, we have an issue, Houston. I don't think it's going to work. But that's okay if it doesn't work. Actually, I'm just going to set it up so it does work. So it'll go green again, and then I'll place it on. Oh my God, what is happening? Fucking Christ. I've never had this issue. I don't know if it's just greasy or something. Just not going to touch it. It's probably me putting pressure. So anyway, you just put it on top of the square. And then you'll know it worked because that red light will turn off. That means it's programmed. Then you have to do the taps again to get to programming. So there you go, it's off. Click when done. So now I have this set to, and then it never works the first time you click, and then it's always, yeah. So now you have this, low, medium, and this is supposed to be 55%, which is no different than what we saw earlier at 100, because it just, the driver regulates it down to 55% anyway. But anyway, that's how you program the Lux RC driver. So my issue with it is it's basically kind of nerfed. Like, I think most people would just be fine with how bright this is. It's fine. It works. It's bright. I tried it outside. You'll see at the end of this, I did a test outside, and it's fine, right? But I want to know that I can get full power out of my driver. Technically, I guess I am getting full power out of this driver, but I can get brighter if I put a Dragon driver in it, right? If I put one of these in there, I can get brighter, you know? This one also has a Dragon driver. I don't know how many modes I have on this. Like, that's full brightness on that. That's full brightness on that. It's not terrible. It's not like way off, but it's definitely not as bright. And this is very hot spotty for a triple. So anyway, I'm going to put a Dragon in it as soon as I can. I'll do a video on that probably. But that's how the Lux RC driver works. And I'm not a fan of the older one, I guess, just because I have the newer one, you know. But the Lux RC in general, I feel like is a bit overrated. People really love it and talk about it a lot, but it's very just like sort of, it's just really cool at first because you can program it on your phone or computer, right? But then you think about it and it's like, okay, now I have to have my phone or computer to program it. What if I'm in the woods or somewhere and I don't have access to Wi-Fi? Now I can't change my settings on my flashlight, right? Like, I need super moonlight. I can't change it because I don't have my, you know, phone. That's where the Dr. Jones driver is probably the best option, unless you have to have secondaries like me. Because this, you can, on the fly, change anything. And you could change the full brightness of any mode. It's just awesome, right? And then the Dragon driver, you can program on the go. With this, you have to still do stupid clicks, right? It's not like you're clickless. So you still have to do silly clicks. They're just called pins, and they're super hard to get reliably. So if they were able to do the Lux RC driver and remove the having to do clicky stuff, then I think it would be cool. Like if you just had to tap 10 times, that would be fine, right? But having to do like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, wait, click, and never getting it repeatedly is kind of annoying, you know? And I'm OCD, so I sit there and try to do it over and over and over and over, and it just, you know, it's just not for me. But anyway, the DC1 is fantastic. Once I get it dialed in with what I want exactly in it, it's going to be perfect. It's a great light. Highly recommend it if you can find one. That's the other thing. They're really hard to get. So put up an ISO post. Just be careful of scammers, obviously. Keep an eye in the Okluma group. Keep an eye in the Custom Torch community group. And also, Okluma said, Jeff said I think he said he's going to make new ones with some cool upgrades. So sounds like there's something coming. I don't think it's going to have the same clicky switch and drivers, though. It's going to be like more of an e-switch thing or something, he said. So we'll see how that comes out. I'm glad I have one, though. I really love the aesthetic, the build and everything. Just didn't come with, you know, my preferred driver in it. So yeah, anyway, I love you guys. Appreciate you checking it out. Check out the you know, beam footage or whatever you call it, just to show you what it looks like. And again, not every DC1 is going to look like that. So you got to just remember that. This is just for, you know, example purposes or whatever. So love you guys, and catch you later. Hey guys, Kev here, and I have the Okluma DC1 here. And this is with the Lux RC driver in it. So I found out, as you'll know in the review, that this is a 2017 Lux RC driver. So there's some limitations here, but I think I've got it programmed up as best as it'll go in terms of brightness on the 4th mode. But I will be putting a Dragon driver in here, so I may show that in the review. I may not. I'm not sure. If I do put it in here, then maybe I'll do, you know, another test with that to show you, because, you know, this is a body, and then you can put different drivers in here, and that'll change everything, and emitters. So this is what it is right now, but I just wanted to show you. So we'll kick it off with Moonlight, which is going to be our red secondary single emitter. That's how Lux RC works. And in person, I can barely see that red. It looks a bit more red on screen, obviously. Yeah, it even kind of gives a little bit of red over on the garage. I can't even see it. And now I'm starting to just see the color. And here we go. Now I get a good view of it, but it's definitely not as bright as it looks to you. So I'm going to switch over to low. So this is going to be low. And again, as usual, looks brighter to you. Trying to remember what emitters are in here. I believe they're Cree XPLs or something. 4200 if I'm not mistaken. Again, that'll all be in the review. But yeah, can't see the tree at all. Just getting a little bit of the yard here. It's a true low. That's how I set it on purpose. This is the 0.09% when you're looking at, or no, I think it's 0.9% when you're looking at the programming for Lux RC. Then we're going to bump it up to, I believe, 7% right here. And this is going to be what I would consider medium for this driver. You know, I can see the yard really nice. I'm not having any issues. If I was trying to pick something up or take a look around, take a walk, this would be perfect for that. I don't think I'd use the low for that, but this would be perfect. I'm picking up that sign. The tree is lighting up. It's not, you know, lit up, but I can definitely see quite a bit of the tree. The house lights up nicely. Definitely great for everything inside this kind of range here, which is, you know, 25, 30 feet, something like that. It does, you know, travel a bit across the street. You can see it lighting up that truck and everything. So let's set up one more here. And this is going to be your highest mode. And it's lighting up the yard really nice. We're getting that tree fully covered now, mostly. This is great. I have no complaints about this. It's even reaching across the street over there a little bit. Trying not to blow my neighbors up right now, but yeah, really good. House is fully lit up. I dig it. It's got a good color to it. I definitely have really no issues with this setup. I like it quite a bit. Now that I think I got it dialed in, I like it a lot more than I did initially when it felt underpowered. So just to check. Oh, wait. Hold on. I think it's been doing that. It's weird. It's almost like it has memory. It should only have 4 modes. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it was just going off and on. I've been having that issue. See that? It comes right back on to high, 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 high. I don't know why it does that. Because I don't have memory on, and I don't know if it sometimes thinks there's 2 cells in here, and it just keeps that mode going 4 more times or whatever. It's really confusing. So yeah, driver's probably getting switched out as soon as I can, because I just want a little bit better, you know, I want to know what's happening a little bit better. So anyway, there you go. Really, really nice. The flashlight itself is fantastic. So love you guys. Hope you have a great day. Hey, so I figured I'd add this in. I got the Dragon driver in here with the Nichia 219C 5000K emitters. And I thought I'd just show you the light with that in it versus the Lux RC you probably saw earlier. So I might try to add this to the end of the video here. So I have another video coming where I swap the engine if you're interested. But here's the amber secondary. You got a glow gasket in there. So that's amber. I can see it actually quite a little bit. It's not like pitch dark yet. It's only like 5:30 here, but 5:45. But I just wanted to see if I could get this in. So you can see on 5%, this is pretty good. This is what I use to like read to my kid or walk around if I'm just, you know, going out to grab mail or something like that. I'll use this, or if I'm letting the dogs out at night and the secondary, aka moonlight, isn't quite enough, I'll switch over to 5%. Then it jumps to 15%, which is pretty good. You can see up the tree there pretty well. It'll hit that sign, no problem. It doesn't really cross the street or anything, but it really lights up the yard here. I do have a narrow optic in here as well. And then it kicks over to, I believe, 35% is the next one. And again, just a little bit more of the yard. Again, narrow optic, so it's not going to be as widespread as, you know, if I put a wide one in here. But you get a little more throw. So it's basically perfect for a triple, I think. Tree, again, is nicely lit up. And then we'll kick it over to full power here. And it does really, really well, especially in, like, actual darkness. This is, yeah, 80% darkness, but it's got the whole tree lit up. Really nice. I'm gonna cut it off. I got a car coming here. So again, you have moonlight. You have 5, 15, 35, and 100. And that's the Dragon Driver V3 in the Okluma DC1. Peace.